kind of leave
Have
the.
to save humankind by writing messages to the human race on me?
군대는 저 영주권이 있어서 안 가고요.
It's one of Marvel's lesser comics at this point in time.
아, 시작합니다. 경기
Larva on
시작합니다.
the left, the very clear favorite for this tournament versus Legend on the right. And Draco did push Larva almost to a
북미 서브를 봐야 돼.
2-1 loss, but
한국
the longer
서브면
the game goes
뭐
on,
랭크도
the
못
more
들어가요.
terrifying Larva becomes. He's an ultra drone
아, 게임 시작합니다.
Man,
Yeah.
he was attacking with lurkers in that last game, and again, you talked about this in English, Sean, but when they do it, it looks easy, so I think all of our minds kind of essentially
카메라
go into
끌게요.
it, but I'm sure a lot of our audience does this, but if you guys aren't, make sure to check out and play StarCraft Remastered, because what he did is actually so hard to do. To macro and attack and move that way is so difficult in Brood War. I make it look really hard all the time. I make it look
It's
impossible.
funny because I'm sure there's a decent amount of people that watch that haven't really gotten to play Brood War that much. And when you look at Brood War, it actually does seem like a slow game, right? It takes a little bit for things to pick up.
I'm sorry, is he playing Terran? I was.
Wait a minute, what?
Oh my God, Larva's playing Terran.
wait. Whoa.
Did he go random or did he go Terran? This is actually important. Sham,
Can we,
did you catch?
can we get somebody to tell
He
us?
went T.
I, Terran.
Sham, till we see that, but
I was like not paying attention for a minute. but-
Can we get a shot of the Zerg, please?
Picks Terran.
So Larva, I think what happened, truthfully, is that Larva watched Legends play. He's like, I will never lose to that with my Zerg. I actually do think he thinks that.
스트레스 안 받아요.
And he has chosen to go Terran.
지금
Yeah. If you watch Larva stream,
goofing, dude.
he does.
해설들이 레전드 하는 거
he does
보고
other races all the time on the
그
stream.
카운터 픽한
Regularly
거라고
plays
그
Terran
종족
Protoss.
주종족 아니어도 그 상성이 잘 맞는 종족 있잖아요. 그거 하는 거 같다고 그러는데 아니죠?
Oh, dude, I completely disagree. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, my Terran
I'm on your
Protoss
side,
are
Dan.
awful. They are
I
absolutely
think for
awful.
Zerg,
해설은 테란이로 프로토스 못 잡는다 그러는데요.
The other races, perhaps,
Yeah,
but like
but
Terran
you
and
can play-
Protoss play so similar. I can play
really?
Protoss quite
yeah,
well. I feel.
I could switch to Terran. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have hard.
아, 토스가 유리해요?
certain things,
진짜?
like, it's hard for me to control Medic Green,
오.
but I have the same. It's got the same rhythm to it. You
Dude,
know?
it feels like I've actually like put on someone else's arms when I try to play Terran Protoss. Like, it doesn't feel right.
That's good. But anyways, he's going Terran, okay? And so, finally, Larva has given me something to do.
Dan, I'm going to
here.
cut you off right there. It's actually interesting on Tau Cross.
테란 무상성이라고요.
This is your moment, Artosis. There's a
Tau
Terran
Cross?
here you can talk about.
Okay, so,
What he's trying to do here is really hard.
Okay.
I mean, first off, this build, just in general, is kind of hard for...
타워크로스를 레전드 선수가 고른
It's like a
맵이에요.
lot of times you just go mines, but he's going like a 16cc, right? So the range goons will come in.
근데 이게 잘 될까요?
I mean, just overall, the map is pretty good for this matchup. You see a lot of fun games here with it, but
Yeah.
the things that can happen that can mess you up is there's no high ground really anywhere other than the cliffs over. So sometimes just massive macro can kind of do well against you.
Okay.
Oh.
이 맵에서 유리한
I don't really
게
know what I think about this. This is trying to do too many things at once. I mean,
This
talk
one.
about
매크로 가는 게 매크로가 더 유리하대요 이 게임은. 이 맵이
Well, he'll
그
go
You the guy that
Zerg
lost
after
the
높은 데로 그 경사가 없잖아요.
Okay, so
경사가
that's
없고
why I
그냥
forgot
벽만
about that.
있어가지고.
Forgot about that. That's a wall.
오,
Oh, it's a solid wall. It's a solid wall.
저런 거 해도 돼요?
So good seeing him do this.
오, 와, 이거 진짜 이거 막 나중에 논란 나는 거 아니에요?
Okay,
게이머
so
커뮤니티에서?
ordinarily, if you are doing a one-base strategy and you see that the Protoss going for Nexus first, you can instantly SCV Marine bunker rush it. But you can't do that and expand.
이거
at the same
치즈죠.
time.
아,
So
당연히
I
해야
don't
된다고요?
know how badly this is going to go for
There's no shit here,
오,
gentlemen.
Oh, he is.
아 이거 안 좋지 않아요? 이거 괜찮은가요?
This is Miss Micro from Legend.
Ooh.
You get that Zealot
Yeah,
on
you just
top,
go
start
mine.
targeting SCVs,
Oh
like
God, he
whatever.
pulled the probes back.
Yeah, there's a lot of miscontrol. here from
손병구
Legend, but he should have been able
선수가
to-
토스가
Hot tip for you kids that are
불리하다고요?
watching. You
유리하다고요?
take the SCVs and you right-click spam on the zealot with the SCVs. It
프로브 빼면 지지예요, 진짜?
One of the things that I'm like, if you pull this many
Wow.
Look at
SCVs,
Legend right now. Everybody stop. Look at
제가
Legend.
옛날에 스타바스 쓸 때 임진록이 그렇게 유명했었거든요.
Okay.
you can give up the Nexus, and they're actually losing more minerals than you.
끝이에요?
Yeah.
벌써?
True.
And it's not like he's going to have a siege tank when you get over those range goons. So
Yeah, this is insane. Yeah, so
Okay, this
normally
part's weird, too.
the
Now he
Marine
just
Rush.
goes and he just hits the gateway. You spam that. And
Are
down.
you serious? Is he actually just going
Yeah,
to?
you can just go get the gateway. So this
I'm
actually,
talking about
Wow.
the legend
뭐라
side
그랬지?
of things.
삼연병?
He's gonna go Dragoon
3연명?
Cobra.
2연병 나오나요?
Is it that Terran's just so easy that Larva can just kind of
yeah,
do
is
this?
that whether
Because he doesn't even, he's not even pulling this off correctly. Dan said it wasn't going to work, and then it is starting to work. So it's like Dan doesn't understand what's happening either. It's like, it's one of those things.
이거
where it's
근데
just like,
뭐였지?
it's just
깼으면은 GG 아니에요,
in fact, I
진짜?
picked a Terran once on the ladder,
look at
and
this.
immediately Mike Morheim called me on the phone and said, "Congratulations for your win." And
Yeah.
yeah.
I looked back at the game and I was #1 on the ladder in the entire
Yeah.
world, and I was like, "Oh, that was great."
it's
And you know,
kinda
Terran
crazy how it
players were
works.
like, "That's a good technique. That's what we've been doing for
Because
years."
Dan's
and years
still
and years.
waiting for that.
Funny, you're so great.
See how that bunker just absolutely annihilates the Dragoon? It's just gonna
Oh!
You're right, guys. Legend's playing really well. It's just that Terran's so easy.
die. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
Legend's not making
레전드
mistakes.
잘하긴 하는데 테란이 너무 쉬워가지고 지금 이렇게 되고
Was the
있다고.
Marine micro there or something to
Good
kill the
stuff.
Dragoon? It just automatically killed the Dragoon like that.
You know,
Here's
okay,
the
so
thing about it is that Dragoon's just so hard to control that it will die to a stationary
Yeah.
building while you try to get it to do what
He's
you
trying
want
to find
do.
the exact spot to
That's the
shoot
real
it out,
story.
out of range, and he couldn't
Yeah,
find it
yeah.
and died.
you know, I got to be honest. This is really weird. So if you go
진짜
next
비수
turn
선수도 못 이겨요, 이
and send
상황에선.
Marine in a bunker rush to try to pick it off, that's just absolutely a good strategy.
Look at that
And if
micro.
you let the Nexus finish, it's an even exchange. You built extra probes from going Nexus first.
Get the probes.
Oh, don't send the probes in. No. Well, I mean, honestly, if you're Legend, you're going, why
비수는
would you
이겨요.
ever do that rush?
Yeah.
And the answer is because it's Tau Cross and you can do this weird supply
아 진짜
control
군대
thing
가는
to
얘기
get
왜
stuff
그렇게
in
하세요?
position. So if you're Legend, you're already
Yeah.
like, wait, what? Because you can't do that build if you are like Larva and going for Command Center early.
Yes
But-
and no, Sean. I think the
아,
other problem
진짜요?
too, though, is that Terran can literally just throw kind of any.
비수님이 그
hodgepodge
정도예요.
collection of
프로브
units.
5마리 남아도 이긴다고요?
Mostly it'll come back.
How many
with
hit
a
points
huge
does the
success.
SCV have again?
What?
The SCV, how many hit points does it have?
160.
You know,
The
they don't-
180, I believe.
they're
with the
Does an
upgrades.
Iridate kill an SCV?
did you just?
This is 180 with the upgrades. Like,
Well,
An
no,
Iridate!
yeah, no,
Does
I-
it kill
that's
an
like a-
SCV though, or does it take 2 Irradiates?
Is that the water process, the Greek or Roman Empire?
I
네,
called it
테란이 더
Iridate.
쉽다고요. 하기가 쉽다고.
Yeah.
Iridation.
Dude, let me tell you, the one thing, the one pronunciation that just always hurt me was in Command and Conquer when people would call grenadiers grenaders,
Yeah.
as in to grenade, one grenades.
They
He
did not put
grenades,
that
we
I
grenade,
in
I
there.
grenade, they grenade. And this
a
is
nice
grenade.
declension.
It actually, the correct way is to say grenadier, really?
Yeah.
Grenadier, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So a lot of people watching this, I guess, if you're unfamiliar, Terran has the ability to repair their buildings. Zerg, they just kind of bleed out.
아, 혹시
Protoss,
모르시는
catch
것
fire.
같아서 말씀드리지만
Terran,
테란은
little
자기
resources, you can save
저
anything.
건물을
Even
고칠 수
tanking repair,
있다고.
too.
아 근데 솔직히 이거 보고 있으면 모르지 않지 않아요?
The Protoss is just fighting for his life
Wait,
right
is
now.
he gonna,
Like,
okay, hey, that was pretty good by Protoss. He got the barracks.
He got the barracks, but 2 factions are already up, so it doesn't slow him down in the slightest.
Well, a DT drop is coming in, guys.
This is pure desperation.
Yeah.
You're behind on bases. You're going to get in there and hope that your opponent
we get a
builds
shot at Terran
not
base?
enough turrets
now look,
or an academy.
If the DTs can pick off all the missile turrets, and then
DT가 들어오는데
Yeah.
다템 가지고 터렛 다 죽이면 이길 수도 있다고 하는데 이길 수 있어요?
man, what? You think Larva would pick Protoss after this?
Oh my god, what if
He
Larva...
actually, if he wins this, I would not be surprised.
박하니까 이겨요?
That'd be
아,
overkill,
This one
though,
time
right?
He's
Larva's
truly
like, I'm
goofy.
here to
절대 못
prove the
이겨.
point.
Legend is never going to forgive him, man.
Well, Lez is just like, is this my real life right now? Like,
아 닥테이 못 들어가요?
Looks like in this game he's getting
it looks
slaughtered.
like this time they die right when the DTs are taking off.
Larva's TVP is pretty good, and that was a very weird technical move that he did for sure.
Yeah. Even our Terran expert didn't see it working, but then it did, you know.
It was a magnificent defense attempt from Legend. He made all the right
안녕하세요 액션비님 어서 오세요.
And yeah, so
Uh-oh, get him both
오
down!
왔다.
Just missile turrets
저거-
everywhere.
어
he has so
근데
many turrets.
Now look at this, these vultures are
It's
faster
like-
than the DTs, so
Oh,
they're
man.
they're in trouble.
Oh,
어 그냥 벌초로
Now,
잡으면
can the
되는구나.
DTs do a micro to try and do the same thing to the
No,
vultures?
and the worst part about it is the vultures are free and have a build time of 0. So that's another factor you have to keep in mind as a Protoss
Oh,
player. in a
God.
Surely they
situation
have
like
no
this.
상대는 주종이에요. 프로토스
They are
메인이에요.
probably not the fastest unit in the game and lay mines that can kill.
Vultures
whole
look
armies.
really good. Are you sure they're free? Because it feels like they should cost like 100 or 125 minerals or something like that.
Dead serious, 75 minerals.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
get out of here.
진짜 75원 주고 다템이면 가스가 얼마예요?
Command and Conquer Red Alert
Wow.
Free Team or something like that, or what? Yeah.
Give us nothing.
It's
Put
over,
him
Jeff.
So we need the talk show drum
Oh,
roll.
he's doing the stove. He needs a scout, and he's doing.
와 근데 아직도 태국 좀 가야 되죠. 그 사이언스 짓고 그거 옆에 붙인 다음에
He does
그 커맨드 센터에도 그거 붙여야 되잖아요.
Like it reminds me of that game where he sent the 5 mutas in the Scourgeon versus Draco, and yet also got to 4 base 6 hatch ultra fast. He's like doing the marine rush,
아 본진
and then
아비터.
also
아
getting
니콜.
expanding his defense up. I mean, he plays a lot with Flash.
He should nuke him. That would be the ultimate insult.
아비터예요?
Gosh. It's actually really scary.
아비터예요?
to play,
핵이에요?
like at a very high competitive level, and you're playing against somebody in this game, and they start to clown on you.
Start
You're,
getting ahead.
you're like, oh my god, they're gonna nuke me.
He
And
offered.
actually, they're good enough. They can probably do something like nuke me or do something humiliating and fancy.
Do you
and
remember,
still
Jeff,
beat me.
when Bisu played Terran against G5?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, once upon a time, we cornered
아
Bisu.
아비터가 프로토스. 아
Got him to play one of us, and it was
죄송해요.
G5, and he wanted to play Terran.
정신이 없어요, 지금.
And then
Bisu wanted to play
G5
Terran, right?
wrecked him
Yeah.
on Talcross, actually.
Well, the mistake was G5 was actually pretty phenomenal at PvT.
Yeah. Well, he knew things like to give up that Nexus there.
Beatboxer and stuff. I do remember, was it Savior who actually played Terran in?
Yeah, Savior when he was at his prime.
드랍 가네요.
He said he was. People said his Zerg is so good, but his Terran versus Zerg is his best matchup.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
crazy.
he played Terran and got absolutely bear mauled by a no-name Zerg. Like the no-name
한국계
Zerg he showed up with
미국이
Mutalisk.
아저
and
국적은 한국이에요.
immediately
일단.
That's super
Savior
fun.
lost. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and the best was
근데 제 얘기 말고 게임
speaking of getting
얘기합시다.
clowned on, Firebat
is.
Hero beat Savior and did this little dance around
Yeah.
Savior, and Savior's teammate was so annoyed that when and the teammate's name was Much played
Oh,
against
yeah.
Firebat Hero, and then
아 저거 못
built
건드려요?
a heart out of pylons and cannons in the middle of the map and went mass scout and beat him.
I don't remember that game. That's
And
amazing.
Firebit Hero cried, I think. About
이런
it.
이런.
Yeah, he cried after that game.
That's awesome.
And of course, no one was sympathetic. I was like,
아 페이크
That was the
주고.
way, like, when he
와
won,
잘한다.
Usually flamboyant celebrations. When he lost, he also felt really bad.
Do you remember that,
근데
that time?
토스가 맵 이해도가 낮을 리가 없는 게요. 이게 토스가 고른 맵이에요.
Chojo went random on Guillotine, got Terran and beat a Zerg player.
I don't remember that.
That was
I
pretty
remember
sick.
when July
That's
went.
the only off-race victory that I recall from Pro League.
July chose on
Dude, guys.
Guillotine.
Guys, you got the covered up facility. I don't mean to
Oh,
run over.
I mean, he's
No.
super
Everything you're
goofing.
saying. He actually is going to nuke him.
Yeah. He's,
Oh, my god!
아니 저거 해볼 줄 알까 고른 맵이 아니고 테란 한다고 먼저 얘기를 했어요. 맵 고를 때. 맵 고르기 전에.
I am ahead
Yeah.
40 supply. And it's not like Legend is like Legend made some key mistakes to lose that early expansion, but they're all very thin micro mistakes.
Yeah.
But it's like the way that Larva can capitalize on this. It's one thing to make a mistake. It's another thing when your opponent goes, "Oh, that's a mistake," and then just punishes you so
Yeah.
so
He's-
hard for
He
it.
broke all of his bones.
I
Like
guess his
this
first
is
mistake was not picking Terran though.
206
He didn't
bones
even
and
break
Legend's
his bones.
body is broken.
He took the bones out of his body and kept him alive, so he was like a jellyfish man, dude.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh!
and then he flushed him down the
Legend's
toilet.
body resembles an Artosis Artanis right now.
Look at the ghost. Look at this unit.
This is so funny.
Yeah, I'm hardcore.
This is a unit that actually
I got metal
is-
You know
armor on
what?
my
He
right
looks
arm.
like a cricket player.
He does. He looks like a
Wow.
lacrosse player, really.
No, he's
고스트
he's little
스포츠
cricket
선수로
bag,
보이지
he's got
않아요?
his little
진짜
cricket helmet
손에 든
on.
거
I'm
라켓으로.
an athlete.
Dan, don't be fooled though. That cricket player is a Terran ghost, and they can kill actually entire armies by calling down a.
고스트 아무리 봐도 저거
A nuclear missile, you say?
골프
You know,
선수나
if
라크로스라고
the Zerg counts
아시려나?
his cards right, he can infest a command center and create an infested Terran, which can run at you and explode a incredibly tiny radius to do 1/4 the damage of a nuke.
Did
I
you know that
actually the same amount of
the
damage.
voice acting for the infested Terran is by far the
It's
coolest
500.
voice acting in the game?
인페스티드
Got a fantastic.
목소리 좋다고 그러는데요.
Really, I like the Overlord personally. I guess that's more of a
A lot of people are confused by this too. You actually, as a
Artosis
Terran,
tried to speak pony for a second.
you'll take your
Oh,
farm
boy.
structures, the depots, and put them forward, and even they contribute to the success of a battle.
I like to look at it this way. If you
건물
don't
짓는
use
저거
every grain of
위치도 되게
resources
중요하다고
you have as
얘기하거든요.
Terran, then you lose.
So this is some nice sense by Legend to try to move these dragoons out to catch
Oh.
it.
He's trying to
Okay.
capture Nuke.
Oh,
오
you wanted,
이거는
like,
보였어요
There's in
보였어요?
there, but there's actually a ghost.
Well, the thing is that like, Larva is chucking his significant lead away. You only have 3 base worth of gas in this for Terran. It's very hard to get much more than that, and Protoss can actually wind up.
테란이 가스가 3개밖에 없는데 지금 핵 쏘면은
Nukes are super expensive.
너무 핵을 쏘면은 너무 비싼 거라서 쓸 데가 없지 않느냐 그러는데.
If this was a tournament, I mean, if this was a practice game and Legend beat Larva, Legend would not play with Larva again.
That's true.
This would be considered so insulting. Just to put this in a.
Yeah. In a tournament,
In all
though,
seriousness,
you're
it
at a
is.
LAN tournament, you can actually do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's an actual.
This is where it matters. So if you lose to this Legend, man,
Well, it's also
didn't see
고스
the ghost,
갑니다.
right?
like
it's cloaked.
It's
Larva.
invisible. You can't see it.
Larva 100% had a 14-minute
Snow
timing to win.
invincibilities.
100%. And
Okay.
Larva.
Okay, let's watch Larva. Watch Larva right now.
뉴클리어런치
It's like, oh, this is
디텍ted.
my life right now.
Look at that. That Forge has red dots too.
Yeah, that was a great place to be.
Wow.
Not gonna see. Oh my god, the heart rate, the heart
못
palpitation.
찾죠?
The palms beginning to get sweaty.
Oh
Where is
my
it? He's
God.
looking everywhere. He's not sure exactly where it's going to come down.
no.
And here it is.
Oh.
Oh!
My God, no!
That's too crazy. I can't even believe that
Oh,
he just hit it.
oh, Larva's such
근데
a monster.
Larva is a
저거 아비투 갖고 가서 그 본진에다 리콜하면은 그러면 그래도 어느 정도 할 수 있지 않나요?
Burst into tears.
This is, I can't believe.
Why are you playing like that? I would beg him. I'd be like, "Can I have a break, please?" And then I would type him like, "Please
아,
kill me with the Zerg in the next game, please."
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Now hold on, Protoss. Actually, Protoss, yeah, he's not even maxed out. I'm sorry, I swapped the
No, he's not even
supplies.
close. It's really hard to get max out
Oh
of
yeah,
Protoss.
it's tricky, man.
And Terran, it just kind of accidentally happened.
Oh gosh. well, Larva actually won this at the 3-4-5 minute mark, like
Yeah.
with that early pressure. That was literally the winning move. And
다 데뷔
Larva
다
has now
해놨구나
spent
그럼 진짜.
10 minutes playing with his feet.
Yeah.
And chewing with
Yeah,
his
this
mouth
is
open.
this is where we're not watching a fight. We're watching a lion eat a gazelle. As I said before.
Like
This
a
is,
lion eating like a young gazelle, though. Like,
Yeah.
It's like a lion eating Nick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine Nick against the lion? Like,
yeah, it wouldn't be good. But the thing is, if the lion ate me, he'd be like, "This tastes like shit."
I think so.
And he'd like, "I'm gonna go kill and
He
control."
like bites you instead of blood coming out.
that's a good stasis.
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. He's gonna try to bust him. That's some
No.
pretty good stasises.
Guys, those
No,
are
no,
siege
he has to
tanks
turn
back
around.
there.
He has
Those are siege
Oh,
tanks.
there's so many tanks above.
핵 하나 더
You can't fight siege
쏘는데요?
tanks. You have to just run and hope that you catch them when they're not there.
Oh my God, it happened
Oh my
again.
God, I didn't even.
Okay, Legend is he's laughing. He's saying, "Oh man." Thank God.
he
레전드
also-
진짜 웃을 수밖에 없나 봐요.
Gone. They're gone.
Look at
dude.
Larva's bank and his supply.
You know.
And his hairdo.
And his beard. He's got a great beard.
He
There it is.
has.
GG.
지지 나왔습니다. 아,
Here, Legend?
Legend thinks the whole series is over, but it's not. He's like taking his headphone off.
Well, that felt like a 2-0 to me.
Oh,
Look
see,
at
Larva
Larva
knows.
just like,
Oh,
I don't believe it. Oh.
he's
Dude,
so
okay,
pleased
That
with himself
mischievous
right
look
now.
on his face.
Oh, dude, this is actually why he's considered one of not just the best streamers on Afrika, but also.
Poor.
Oh
Legend.
God! Well, Legend's being a good sport. He's like, oh come on, like, let's go. Like, he's just, why are you being such a jerk, man?
Yeah.
But if
If
Larva
I'm
loses
Alex-
here, then I think.
아 진짜 부종으로 이겨요?
Alex picks Terran, beats his
Oh.
Zerg. He's like, what's up?
Nukes him as well.
Yeah. Hey, what is your?
근데
most
웃기는 게
satisfying,
아까
rewarding?
그 시작하기 전에 테란 하겠다 그랬어요.
Mine, I once. It's not. It's a
Right now
StarCraft 2.
3000.
Nope, that was my main race. Never mind.
I once played this scrub Protoss with Zerg and Drone Drill.
Oh, I know
Just
mine.
wrecked him.
아까
We heard that one. I actually
게임
asked
시작하기 전에 인터뷰 잠깐 했거든요. 아 인터뷰가 아니고 그거 한다고
against Future. I'll even name him.
테란 한다 그랬거든요. 그랬더니
He picked
레전드가
Battle
되게
Map
아
against me,
그럼
and
나야 고맙지. 저거 했으면 나 이길 생각도 안 했는데 그랬거든요.
the PvP.
Wow.
Actually, I need StarCraft 2. I off-raced his Terran against Idru Zerg,
잠시만요.
and I killed him with Banshees, and he was so.
He used to play ZVT.
Well, I'm saying in StarCraft 2.
Oh, in StarCraft 2. You beat him and he got mad.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
What a crazy story. Can you believe that happened?
I don't think I have any good stories like that.
Well, I mean, like, cause I remember.
I did the once at the strat where I used blind with medics against the Protoss. And I
Oh, he
blinded the
Reaver
shuttles.
dropped you, and you just went boo, and then the shuttle
Wait,
just
wait,
like.
but who is this? Do you remember the game specifically?
No, I,
Oh, okay.
투번에
Yeah, sorry.
이게 뭐
Yeah, I remember.
라바 선수가 고르신 거예요
I
이번에
remember
건.
I think it was maybe in that was some pretty good American Zerg who was a little bit.
There's a lot of those.
Well, like he was just way better with his.
결승전을 오늘 합니다. 네. 오늘 경기 계속 이어서 갈 거예요.
Never make an army style where you just
이거 끝나고 패자부활전하고 패자부활전에서 이긴 사람이랑 이 경기 이긴 사람이랑.
You literally only harass, and your army consists of like 8 zealots. It's like your main army, but you just defend every single location.
I guess with Protoss, if you wanted to be fun, I know this is my main race, but if you just get a if a person's not good and you can do a late game, you just get one Dark Archon and take their worker.
Yeah,
And then if you're against Terran, you just start making siege tanks. If you're against Zerg, you just start making Mutalisks, and there's just literally no way they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Because when you get far enough in a StarCraft game, even if they're kind of good and they can sort of hold their own, if you're fast
더블 엘리미네이션인데요. 그랜드 파이널을 원래 2번 하잖아요. 근데 한 번만 해요.
I'm fine. Wait a
우승
minute,
상금 1,000만 원이요.
what game is this?
Terran.
Yeah, he
This
went
is
Age
Terran.
of Empires 2? What are we doing?
여기
Okay.
미국입니다.
So, Larva is doing. I feel like this is the ultimate standard of standards now.
Yeah.
Everyone has roughly.
1,000만 달러면 근데
build a barracks on the low ground.
솔직히
at
다
exactly
그만두고
the position,
그냥
And then you build a supply depot
저기
in that position.
바닷가에 집 사고 그냥 놀지 않을까요?
You'll create a semi-wall. So if there's a zealot rush, this semi-wall, the marine can fit through the cracks, but the zealot can't because the zealot model is slightly larger. And in this way, you can defend against zealot pressure. How do you defend against dragoon pressure? Well, you just immediately make
결승은
a
이번 게임 끝나고 패자부활전 들어갈 거예요. 패자부활전 끝나고.
And so it's really. Oh, we're literally going to get to see it happen.
1,000만 달러면 100억이요.
Sniper there.
Look at this. Or not. Gotta be careful. You know, the Zealot is really scary into the Terran. I mean, if you just get a few good hits. Uh-oh. Wow.
Wow,
That thing
he
dies.
got him right before he hit. that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But there's an extremely important thing the larva has not built yet, which is the bunker.
아니 100억 아니에요. 100억 아니에요. 1,000만 원이에요.
Totally fine. Don't worry about it.
1,000만 원, 1,000만 원.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to not make 2 Zealots when you open the way that Legend did. But you know, with 4 Marines, if you just control really, really well, you're not gonna
Oh, there's the
lose,
zealot at the front.
I think.
Yeah. He's completely
근데
fine.
시청자 여러분 그 원래
There's like several different
홍구
ways.
선수가 안 하려고 그랬어요. 테란 비매너 아니냐고. 근데 시청자분들이 보고 싶다 그러셔서 테란 한 거거든요.
But
그러니까
from there, you can go
욕하지
into
말아주세요.
3 command centers, armory, factory units. You can also do like the bio push, which is super strong. And there are some other slight variations, like quick dropship that you can do, that can really throw Protoss off. But they're really a standard.
액션빈님
Of course, with
안녕하세요.
Larva, he'll probably go for nuke, I would imagine, or maybe a battle cruiser.
Is there something else fancy that he can really do? I mean,
Not get tanks and go straight bio.
You
for the
can
rest
do
of the game.
bio. The weird thing is, actually, sometimes bio is really scary and strong.
Bio,
It's
after
좋아하시는구나
this build
진짜.
specifically, is
미국에서는 욕 안 해요. 그래도 원래 아니 근데 솔직히 다른 사람이 하면 하는데
because some people that don't know that much about the
좀
game might look at
홍구
it.
선수가 이렇게 재밌게 경기한다고
That feeling is exactly what it's like.
무조건 이기는 것만 생각하는 게 아니고 그 사람들 보여주는 거 되게 좋아한다고
Oops, I
해서
accidentally misclicked once.
화 안
I'm
내요.
dead immediately. Like that's what it's like
Oh,
playing
yeah,
against bio
yeah.
early game. It's so stressful.
Well, no, sometimes you'll be playing Protoss, and you'll know what to do against, and you'll have a Reaver, and then the Scarab just.
Oh yeah, no, the
Reaver
Reaver
decides it's not gonna.
hilarious.
It's a very
not gonna
far.
저
connect
오늘
behind
이번
situation.
주말에 통역 맡고 있는
I'm gonna erase my
사람입니다.
memory. I'm actually gonna destroy my own memory and
If you
not
do
remember this
anything-
ever again. And it's too painful.
If you do anything but, well, Reaver Tech is the ultimate against it, but like if you go Templar Tech, you can be okay as well because you force so many scans out and stuff. But like it is hilariously easy to do, so I wouldn't be surprised if he went for that. But he already made 2 facts, so probably just regular play for him.
아 진짜요?
You ever
감사합니다.
find it hard, Dan, playing Terran just because there's so many options? It's just
정품 인증이 저게 대회가 아니고 지금
Well, that is
컴퓨터 셋업을
all
진짜
these different things you can do.
이거 시작하기 바로 전에 해주셨어요. 그래서 정품 인증할 시간이 없었어요.
felt like Larva pretty much clowned on LX last game, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does work. Those small $20,000 tournaments, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you back one day, Jeff. You don't know when.
You're
you don't
touching
know how.
what's happening here is there's these very sensitive raw nerves deep in Arctos' soul that if you just try to start explaining to him that Terran might be easy in some ways, it triggers him too hard.
It was the harder path.
We were the righteous ones.
Still is.
제 얘기 말고 게임
Now,
얘기만
the
해주세요 지금은.
Dragoons,
게임
clearly
끝나고
you
제
can
얘기합시다.
outrange the bunker, but this is just like to sandbag until a tank comes out. But you want to be careful because when the tank comes out, sometimes the Dragoons can just pounce on that tank.
Yeah.
아 이러다가 탱크 나오면은 드라군이
Mineral
그냥 탱크
preparing
잡아먹을 수
is become
있으니까.
pretty hilarious.
Nick, can you explain to people what's happening here? Because it looks like that bunker is invincible, but what's really happening?
You can repair, and if you grab the SCVs and right-click repair and spam right-click on it,
Oh,
you
you just right-click it and it just doesn't die?
well, you can if you spam right-click it repairs
어,
fast.
탱크 나왔어요.
Actually, it cancels the animation, but I'm pretty sure someone measured it and it actually doesn't go faster.
Oh, really? I might be wrong about them. Somebody that was pretty good. I
Oh,
forget
so you just need to right click once and then not look
It
at
just
it
keeps
anymore,
doing
and
it,
it
yeah.
just heals back all the way
No,
up.
it just automatically does it.
Yeah, but actually, the tricky part is you have to go back and look because they will actually, you get one SCV per Dragoon, will keep it up, but they will eventually overheal so that it maxes out and they stop. But the Dragoons will
연하님
go very
저
quickly.
목소리
You have to keep on
들어봤는데
going
제
back.
목소리보다
Yeah,
훨씬
and if
좋으신데요
you
왜?
get to 6 Dragoons, it's actually hard to get surface area on the bunker to be able to repair.
Sometimes they'll run up there and try to
And
snipe
just start
the
picking
SCVs
off
too.
SCVs.
Yeah, if they
The
get
challenge with
6.
Terran is to find ways to keep things invincible, and if you can do that, you're going to be in a pretty good spot. But for some people, like finding the right number of what it takes to make something invincible is a little bit dodgy.
Yeah, it's you know, it can be difficult. Like, you know, the thing is, if that was a max Protoss army, it might get through the bunker. Whereas if there was, you know, a lurker under Darkstorm, Terran has no options.
I guess if you don't have any tanks at all, which is pretty weird, or
Oh, no,
irradiated.
one lurker under Darkstorm cannot be killed by siege tanks unless you put units on top of it.
cheeks here. Okay, he's got some vultures over here, not bad. We don't have any observer out by the base, right? There's one across the map.
One
Yeah, there it
is
is.
Natural.
You should have another one somewhere else, though. You always have a second one making up for the first. That's my story, guys. What do you think?
네, 옛날에 토스가 티온이었었나? 잠시만요, 확인해 볼게요.
All right. No vultures getting in. So this actually didn't do that much.
No.
Not to be too critical of larvae here, but it's pretty important you want to keep these vultures alive for as long as possible. I guess it does delay the probes from the transfer.
Yeah,
But
it
almost
slows it
killed
down a little
Nexus
bit.
with 4 vultures.
And there are like
Yeah, but he's probably not going to kill that Nexus later. That's the thing.
Don't think so?
No.
it,
I mean, if he does, that's crazy, but it's...
Oh no!
Are we serious?
No!
you serious about this? Am I actually watching?
Oh no!
Legend is having a bad day. I don't. I just. This
He's
is.
having a tough day.
Legend's just trying to do whatever he can. It's just this is such a tough situation.
Dude, he's going to lose all those workers too. This is just sad.
Yeah, it went from not doing much to killing half a
아
worker.
한국에서 레전드라고 그러면 모르시나 보다.
Oh, there's 2 probes there.
로샨 선수예요, 로샨. 로샨 선수 옛날에 네 2005년에서 2007년 동안 T1에 있었어요.
Energy?
Yeah.
Do you get that back, or
어?
how do you mine?
화면이
energy?
왜?
I don't know if it's solar powered or what it is, or if it's maybe like the way the wind blows in the command center powers that to come back.
I tell you what,
Just over time.
The energy
more.
does
if I
come
could
back.
have
Oh, wow.
a continual scout somewhere for 25 minerals, I would go with that over the energy.
네.
Oh, they dive watch.
죄송해요.
It's 25 minerals.
됐었나요?
75
네,
gas.
고쳐졌나요?
What are you talking about?
Observers?
Oh no, I'm talking about Zergling's friend.
Oh.
He's trying. He's,
Just like, oh, okay, and he shuts up because he knows that's the best scout in the game
Zergling's the best scout in the game.
by a trillion
저
I feel like it's still the concept.
아무래도 인터뷰가 금방 할 것 같아가지고 좀 갔다
Zergling
올게요.
can't detect though. There's that, you
It's
know.
pretty good. You're not like there's no mules or something that you're kind of worried about.
I
소리
think
조금만 키워놓고 갈게요.
Someone's like, when did Winona Ryder join the cast? It wasn't. That was Tan again. Woo. Zergling best scout. I like it. I'll tell you what, when Zergling can drop from the sky for 20.
This chef's got me in stitches today, guys. I'm like, I got tears in my eyes.
I am winding him up so bad that he's actually gonna punch me after the cast. Like, he can laugh about anything, but when it comes to Terran,
This is
Oh,
a
legend!
position.
Sorry, you can talk. Go ahead.
no, he's dead. He's really good at that.
No, this is an excellent attack. I think all the rest of the tanks are down and left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Artos stream enough to know what this looks like. This is this is a Terran.
Oh my God.
You're so cruel.
This
is such a hard thing to do.
I know. It's
This is
really.
legitimately so hard to do if you're Terran. Like,
Oh, that one tank might save the day. If he just misses, no, he's not. Okay, so what Protoss wants to do is immediately run up onto the ramp. You do not want to waste any time.
I mean, there
He
should be
can
zealots.
target fire the command center. He can, like, this
Yeah, that's
armory
a
is a
good
juicy one to pick
Oh,
off.
look, uh-oh. Did Legend get his revenge?
Oh my God! I'm gonna burst into applause if he kills the command center. Oh, he just sends all the
Look at Larvis. Larvis, look at this. He's like, oh, I guess I don't play Terran as my main. He's like, oh, this is not.
If Legend goes to
He's like, a
winners
lot
finals,
of Koreans are watching this right now. They're not going to be.
Turns
happy
out when
if
you
I
don't
get
win
knocked
with a bunker rush, it gets harder actually
Yeah.
at this stage.
out. Okay, here's one.
I feel like right now Legend should back up, get a Red Archon, mind control an SCV, and then nuke Larva.
That would be
because
amazing.
he could
Yeah,
probably do that from
That
this
would
spot.
be amazing. He's actually only up 20 supply. It's like
Well, he
kinda
just
weird.
lost like 8 Dragoons to 1 siege tank, so that would be.
Wait. One siege tank can do that?
It can indeed.
and the thing is that it has to, because if it doesn't,
I just almost choked.
Then the game is
I
over.
almost choked, man.
Me and Dana don't like you guys.
Doesn't a lurker cost more than a siege tank? Can it kill 8 dragoons?
Oh my God.
I guess
so like he
yeah.
lost to CC, man. I mean, Terran might be able to turtle here.
He lost
But
at
probably
CC,
not.
which
Probably
puts him at minus 15 supply or so here. It's close.
well, Legend broke through when they were at even supplies, so I think that Legend's actually just going to come in here and go pierce down to the third base, and there's not that much that
Yeah.
Larva can do
No,
about
it's
it.
got like, oh,
Uh-oh.
never mind.
Is there?
He has 4
That's,
tanks.
So if I'm doing my math correctly, 1 tank can kill 8 dragoons. There's 4 of them there, so I think it'll take about 40? 40?
This is good blocking, man. He's gonna stop these zealots.
But I mean, the
man.
instant.
Okay, actually, Legend needs to chill out here because he's gonna start overextending, and then it's gonna be really bad. Like Larva's just staying back. And I think this is kind of a scary moment, right? Because first of all, Legend, there's a lot going on in the set right now. He wanted to win and move on to the finals. That'd be great to beat Larva. He already lost in a humiliating fashion, but a win is a win here. So even if he beats him in an off race, it's like, okay, whatever. I'll play Zerg next.
No.
Just give me the win, but he needs to keep it cool. PvT is one of the matchups where you do not want to overextend.
That's right.
I think out of all the matchups where overextending is the most dangerous, it's PvT.
That's not a second Arbiter Tribunal or whatever it's called, right?
Second starport.
There's an Arbiter Tribunal, and then there's.
There's not another one. Yeah, okay. This is first.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because Terran has these huge value plays where like big mine hits and big tank hits can just do massive damage.
이게 마음대로
Terran
바뀌어요.
can't really do that much else.
화면이.
They don't get the opportunity to do mass expanding. They don't have a lot of options with their units or attack opportunities. So they kind of only have big mass
아니
pushes.
제가 받는 게 아니고
eventual death.
화면이 마음대로 바뀌어요
So,
진짜.
if Legend can actually knock down that third at the bottom, that's great. But most of the time, you just let the Terran have that third, and you just keep expanding and keep massing up. So Legend is kind of this weird half-C spot where he's done a lot of
별풍선
damage, but he
감사합니다.
also doesn't have a lot of bases.
Yeah, Terran's in the tough spot where it has the highest damage dealing units, and then
259개.
harassment of Vulture.
2 더하기 3덩님 감사합니다.
Oh my god.
I actually I do agree with you guys that like
Dead. If I'm
you
in
should
control,
probably
it's
just
dead.
stay
The
back.
joke's dead.
리액션이요?
God.
리액션은 이따가 말씀드릴게요.
I know.
salty right now.
This
Not
is
even
actually how you
salty,
get
I
him
just want to
mad.
actually talk about the game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's one way to sum it up. Is
리액션
that
뭐 해드릴까요?
there's no way I think from here on out Protoss
키세스?
can breach this. Maybe with an Arbiter, but do you even want to do that? I don't know. I think you wait. Terran maxes out,
You deny 4th bases.
pushes out.
Look, Legends expanded the top left. How do you attack there? You can't.
I mean, that like, for as fun as it is to talk about how, like, unbelievably hard it is for Dragoons to do well versus tanks in most spots,
키세스가 뭐예요? 키세스가?
Terran also can't do anything about Protoss expanding. And that's like...
제가 아까 대기차 하라고
And also why
그거
everything just
인터뷰한다고
said
오라
so
그랬는데 지금
obviously
인터뷰 하러 갈 그런 상황인데요?
Yeah.
Like the idea of...
It doesn't matter if it's
But
Terran.
the point is, it makes
always.
Artosis mad. This is, you guys got
Just
good-
to troll my friend of 20 years. He gets so mad about this. I've literally been doing this on Ventrilo to Skype to now in person,
Sorry.
thanks to the.
This is a long tradition of
Yeah.
Being jerks.
yeah.
If you go to
Jerk
Team Liquid,
faces.
there's actually like Artos has written like 3 blogs on Team Liquid. We all rated each one of
I
them.
know. And they were like stuff where I was like trying to like write something helpful.
You were
and
bitching about the
intelligent.
map pool and how it favored other races than Terran. It wasn't not. Don't paint this like you were. I was doing this.
I was
No,
trying
you
to help
weren't.
People, man. 30
Trying to
people
help
at Terran.
people.
아, 1080p 고정이요? 잠시만요.
Well, honestly, I think Legend actually wins this game now, guys.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I think that
Legend's
I
in a-
think that despite it being a little bit clumsy and a little bit clunky,
Yeah.
As far as how he got there, I would say like unless he like just runs right into the army dude.
Larva's finding a little opportunity here and there. He's also lost a pretty good amount of vultures here and there. So I mean, this is more annoying than anything.
With the amount of probes he's actually killed, and he's continuing to kill. I didn't see if he started as 2-1. He had
끝났어요?
armories for like 100 years.
갈게요.
Check the armories. Oh, okay, then he had to have started it. Like 2-1 is going to be super important. Legend
Wait,
does not
are
have
those
probes
not
at the
finished?
top left, so Larva still can win this game.
Wait, is 2-2 not even started right
No.
now?
One of them's finished.
Plus
One of
2
them's
is, but not plus 2
okay.
armor.
finished. Is plus 2 armor that big of a deal?
It is.
The armor's not as big of a deal.
It's
as
not
the
like
attack.
there's no like big break points with
Attack's
it.
the big deal, right?
Attack is by far the big deal.
Is plus 2 specifically a big deal?
Oh yes.
What's it just feel wise, I guess?
Two tank hits plus the splash from another tank can kill it again.
Yeah, that's when it's you cannot
And it's like
overextend there.
every to go back to what In Control was saying, plus 5 with every attack upgrade for Siege Shank. So it's like actually, it's just they scale better upgrade wise than anything else.
Gosh, Larva has just
Oh my
star
God.
sense, man.
Okay, so here's the other problem is that like okay,
So
so
this
this
keeps doing that.
on paper, right? If you were to just look at a picture of the mini map, right? You'd be like, oh, Protoss is not a bad spot, but Larva has the tenacity. He can keep mass producing, and just be, we're seeing like a little bit of these like holes in Legends play
I love this.
that Larva may in a very very long game win anyways. If you push out and you do it properly and you're really good at controlling, and the Protoss can't outmaneuver you, then that is something.
The only thing I care about right now is how many Arbiters there are. Because he's killed enough probes that if there are only like 2 Arbiters, Larva's going to win this game. Like, he has actually killed so many probes at this point, it's madness. And yeah, there's like a ton of units out, and there's like a good amount of Nexuses, but he's going to move out with a basically maxed army.
Ooh, what is he doing? Oh, he's just gonna go.
Oh, what
He's
is
just
this?
looking for an
EMP
Arbiter.
it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Offensive EMP though, a little bit risky.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing is the Arbiter is going to come through that area at the bottom, most likely. He
Yeah.
doesn't have a ton of turrets, so he just wants to try to catch anything.
Oh yeah, he's just looking for it to be like out there getting ready to go.
You need 3 turrets to kill an Arbiter before it gets away.
One thing about Legend, though, dude, I'm actually wondering, he needs to get some more gateways over there in the upper left.
Well, he's lost so many probes, man. Like, he can't
Give him
really
time.
afford
that's
anything.
true, actually.
Give him
The
time,
amount
bro.
of probes that he's lost is actually crazy.
It almost looked like Sham 2 made those probes mine. Wasn't that crazy?
What?
They selected them and
You
they
mean
all
Sham
just-
as well?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like he instructed
Yeah, it
them
looked
to
like he
mine.
did,
Oh, yeah, it did actually.
He is powerful.
So the big breakpoint that Terran's looking for is 2 control groups of tanks, and then like 2 or 3 control groups of vultures. It's like the big scary max army. Oh
really bad.
my damn, that is. Oh my god!
we're
Wait,
just
there's a
having the
huge
fight.
track
It's
happening.
just happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that flank is.
Well,
Well, hold
you
on,
need
let's see how
vultures
many
in front of
tanks
your
are
siege
actually in the
tanks.
back over here.
my
The
God, the
storms are doing it. Oh! Okay, so that's like what he basically needed to do. I think he needs to turn on. There's no more zealots here. Actually, you know what? I'm okay with it. I thought I was not good, but I'm
I think it's
okay
like
with it.
Larva's trying to be too goofy and too fancy.
Look at the bank of
like,
legends.
He's like, oh, there's Dragoons. I'll fight those with my vultures. And then the Zealots come in and fight the tanks. It's like, well, that's the opposite.
Well, the
of what you
vultures were
want.
fine. It was the tanks, you know, being naked
Being
without
there at all.
anything. If there was like a minefield in front of that, it would have been sick. But there's nothing.
And if we look in the main base of Larva, he has a pretty good amount of factories, but keep in mind that only 3 of them have add-ons, so he's only making those tanks 3 at a time. So if you want to get back to like 2 control groups of tanks, it's like 9 production cycles.
It's tough. If you're trying to get upgrades as well on 3 gases, you can only make 3 add-ons and have continuous upgrades plus tanks. But he's got 2 on already, so he could probably add that 4th.
Trying to take this 4th. LX is going to give it to him.
So in theory, that was a good fight for Legend, but you also need to have more bases on the backside of this. So Legend still has a lot of pressure on him to continue to expand, to continue to attack these bases. Oh, I think that was an attempt at a recall.
That was a recall.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
that's a little bit. No, they snuck over there. They're close. They're fine on the Arbiter. They can't get there.
They just snuck over
They
there.
just snuck- They were sneaky snakes. Well, if Larva gets this center right base, this game's going to go on for a long time, boys and girls.
I think LX is trying as hard as he can to throw this away right now, actually.
Well, it's kind of weird. When you're playing
tough.
Protoss, sometimes like you know that you have all the pieces, but if you come in at the wrong angle, everything will still die if the Terran's upgraded. So you're looking for that opener, and the Science Vessels, it's kind of hard to get that EMP off, but at the same time, Recall and Stasis like don't come out right away. It's kind of like the battle of the bad casters with Vessels and Arbiters. It's tricky to get it pulled off, and basically Protoss can't do it without arbiters and/or carriers. Oh, look at this. That's a lot more SCVs than it looks like, guys.
Just transferred quite a few too, though. Could have been a huge amount.
Transfer him down there.
So this is just a very weird situation because normally the Terran has more money at his bases because he hasn't lost his natural. I'm having a hard time sensing who's like ahead here. I think I'd give a slight advantage to Larva, honestly.
Yeah, well, here's the other
'Cause
thing:
he-
is
yeah,
if
he's
Terran gets the
plus
upper
2
right,
characters.
it's over. You can't have a split map against Terran.
Yeah, I don't think Larva will be able to take the top right. Like, the game could end before then. It's very rare that you
No,
actually get
it's-
split map on this map.
Just judging by how Legend's playing, I might disagree with you. I just think that Legend is actually having.
Well,
I think that a lot of this is the ghost from the previous game. Do you know what I'm saying? Kind
Could
of
be.
throwing him off and be like, oh, I really want to end this series first win it too. But
I think he's literally taking top right now.
yeah, here we go. Now, if Protoss can't get up there, that should be game. If Terran gets the same amount of map as Protoss, it's over.
Oh, is this actually going to fall? It's down to
Oh,
almost 100.
50, 54, 55, 23, 17 HP.
Oh gosh. Well, these vultures are like,
Wow.
boys, we have a job to do.
Yeah, he'll be targeted for the rest of the game.
Yeah. This Terran loses the game by constantly sending his vultures up there and losing
I
them
will
all the
kill
That's
target
how I
down.
throw the game.
Yeah,
That's
this
my
what
technique.
happens to me too.
Well, this is where you go cloaked wraiths and send them up to kill it.
Oh, there you go. Now, I don't believe that Legend sees the top right of the map.
I think it's easy to like
He's sending something.
feel like this is a different mid-game state than it is, where Terran desperately needs more money when ordinarily Terran would not be at this state. We would actually be at like 60 minutes into the game when Terran's doing this or something.
Yeah. Can I just say, for all the jokes Arto's making, this has been a pretty balanced and great match.
It actually has turned out to be pretty incredible. If you look at like the fact that Legend got all the way in there and smashed the CC.
Recall,
Oh my God, hold on.
recall,
Okay, he sees that, right?
Recall, main base, recall.
Oh!
So,
Oh my God, he was going for
ghost
nukes
He's
again.
trying to goof again.
Why you goofing?
Uh-oh.
This is like such a close game. I actually think that Legend is going to be in a good spot if he can pull all this off. And then, oh, is he cannoning the top right?
He is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is actually totally fine. When there's this much going on the map, like
Oh, yeah.
you might as well just make cannons,
Larva's
gateways,
not
whatever.
working there, man. He needs to clean this as efficiently as possible.
Okay, that
He's wait, that cannon doesn't hit the CC, right?
No.
I think he's just about
Yeah, it
securing it.
does. Yeah, I mean, you can push it with cannons. I mean, the whole point is just like, if you have cannons on the high ground, basically at all against a Terran, they're probably not going to be able to push back up there. Okay, so I think Legend now Legend should win. This has been like a really back and forth game.
I feel like Legend has an advantage. I just
Yeah,
no longer
you're right.
say this person should win because this
Casting
matchup
like a pro
is
gamer
so,
now.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like one guy
true.
gets ahead, and I'm like, well,
There's
he's
so many
won. And then
swings
like
and-
the other person gets ahead, I'm like, no, he's won. It's like, no,
No, this isn't StarCraft.
nobody's won. Okay, like,
it's just very hard to finish games without lots of additional decision moments and
Yeah.
mistake points to happen. Or just good play opportunities.
Are there carriers being made? Can we get a shot of the carriers?
let's go find out. There
He doesn't
should-
have the economy.
There should not be carriers if he was going to go for
Can we get a
that.
shot of the economy?
There we go.
All right.
Got it.
This is so
Okay, he's
unclear
actually
to
going
me.
to push up now.
Is he?
This is one of the most
He is.
bizarre TVPs I've seen in a long time.
With what?
This is such a bizarre PvT.
How much money is left at the third base for Larva?
Larva's third? It's low.
Is there a nuclear
nothing there.
missile silo at the rightmost command center? No, he's like half trying to goof. He's like, if I can secure a base and get an advantage, then I'll build a nuclear silo. Oh, what great
Losing that
play by
mid-flank.
Legend. He just identifies that too many units were heading north, so he's just going to immediately cut south.
There's a lot of vultures still down.
This is pretty crazy right now. I think actually Protoss is kind of throwing this, guys. This is, okay, so supplies are even now, which means it's bad for Protoss.
Oh, he just actually yelled out over there.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't have some of these units going? Ooh.
Oh, you can see Legend getting stressed out, yeah. Oh, that was him screaming over
No, it
there.
was Larva that
Yeah.
screamed, yeah.
Was it?
Larva that screamed?
I thought it was Legend.
Oh, it was Legend, okay. To be, I don't know their streams very well. To be fair. That was a sick stasis, though.
How you use your vultures when they're frozen.
Sorry, I fell
Oh,
back
fine, I
in
got tanks.
Oh,
I
gosh.
would never
those,
make another joke. Sorry.
Those mines got placed really long ago, and that's one of the big, oh gosh.
You know, it is. By the way, we were informed it is Legend that was. Well, Legend's getting frustrated, right? He knows he's got this, but Larva's just kind of starting to stabilize. This is like
Larva's coming to kill him.
when you've got a really
doesn't have
scary,
this at all.
solid Korean pro gamer. He's
Super
like,
doesn't have this, by the way.
3-3. He has 3-3 guys.
It's super
3-3
not
against
him
3-0.
having this.
There's like one arbiter that
Well, he
already
needs to
uses
stasis those. He needs to stasis those really soon.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, that doesn't matter.
Oh,
That-
two tanks.
Oh my God, that was it.
That's it. Larva is going to win. Oh man, yeah. GG.
Gosh.
Great series.
GG. Larva.
That
Larva
was
with
some
a quick
serious
ceremony back
goofing.
there.
Oh my God.
I'll tell
All
you
right, I'm
what.
gonna get out of the chair.
No, it's
Well, Larva is a
you
serious
stay for
pro.
this one. You got it.
You want me to stay?
Yeah, you got it.
That was a rough game for Legend.
You and me, man.
We're
we both
actually
get up?
only going to have the briefest
Nothing
of
to add here.
interviews with Larva because he's going to be up in that grand final. We'll get
yeah.
to talk to him. We just talked to him not long ago.
We got to ask him why he's goofing, man.
Yeah, well,
What
that's
is he
that's
doing?
the question. We need our glorious Korean translator to come.
Larva.
Larva.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Larva,
get in here. Come in.
Why are you goofing on Legend?
왜 그렇게 장난을 치셨어요?
아 뉴클리어를 핵으로요?
Are you talking about the or the nuke?
Talking about
Talking about
Terran,
everything
the
about
nuke,
it.
all of it.
Yeah.
부종하신 것도 그렇고
네.
핵도 그렇고요. 왜 그러셨어요?
원래는 저그 상대로 테란을 하려고 그랬었는데 한 번쯤 뭔가 대회에서 이런 케이스가 뭐 거의 없다 보니까 한번 좀 해보고 싶었어요. 여유 있을 때.
So he didn't want to play a mirror match if he were to run into a Zerg, but he just decided to go with Terran anyway, even though he's playing against the Protoss, because he doesn't really get these opportunities in tournaments to play on off race.
그리고 아까 뭐 말하려고 그랬는데
What does that mean? You don't get these opportunities.
Does
Ooh.
that, he's like, normally I don't play such weak players, so I wanted
that-
to use my off race.
평소에 약한 사람들이랑 하는 그런 기회가 없어가지고 부종을 못 쓰신다는 건가요?
아니요 목숨이 두 목숨이라서 한번
Oh, because he has a losers bracket that he wanted to try. Because in
okay.
Korea everything's single LM, but we're
Yeah.
doing double LM today.
Okay.
How much Terran do you play on your stream? Because I've watched a lot of your stream, and you non-Zerg pretty frequently. But what do you think about your own Terran play?
그 테란을 어느 정도 하세요 방송하실 때? 그러고 자신의 테란의 그 경기에 대해서 어떻게 생각하세요?
원래는 주종족이 테란이었어요. 저거 하기 전에 테란이었고 게이머들이랑 지금 아프리카 스트림하고 있는 게이머들이랑 부종전을 해서 거의 안 지는 것 같아요. 부종전 서로 종족 바꿔서 하면 안 지는 것 같아요.
So he used to be a Terran main actually.
Oh,
And
really?
even now, when he plays against other streamers, using like if both of them are using off races, then he almost never loses.
Huh. Why did you switch from Terran to Zerg?
테란에서 왜 적으로 바꾸셨어요?
Oh, okay. Let me just say before this answer, I hope somebody says that Terran is just, it's far and away the weakest race. That would be the most vindicating moment. Hit me with it, Larva.
프로토스가 너무 강해가지고 바꿨어요. 맨날 타이밍 나가면 막히고 그 당시에 업그레이드를 하는 개념이 없어가지고 매번 졌었거든요.
It's because Protoss was too strong at the moment.
Yeah.
And back then, when he switched, not many people like really upgraded during tournaments or like even in regular gameplay. So he really wanted to switch.
Would you say that you wanted to switch because Terran versus Protoss just was a really hard matchup for the Terran?
그냥 테란하고 프로토스 할 때 테란이 너무 힘들어서 바꾸셨다는 건가요?
네네네.
Yes! But the worst part is that Jeff and Nick aren't here, so they'll never hear that shit, ever. I can't believe they're in the other room. They're eating
They won't
pizza.
believe it. They won't care.
Monsters. Oh, gosh. Well, Larva.
One more quick question.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
If Draco comes back up to face you in the grand final, will you use Terran against him?
이따가 드라코가 혹시 다른 거 다 이기고 결승으로 올라온다면 테란으로 하실 거예요?
그때는 지면 끝이니까 무조건 저거 했죠.
He won't because like there's no losers bracket at that point.
Okay,
So he'll be
okay.
playing Zerg.
You ninja'd your way out of this one, Larva. Okay.
That was smooth, man. Well, we're going to continue to go to the lowers bracket and just play all the way forward up to the grand final where Larva will be awaiting. For any of you who are curious about getting some of the peripherals that are here, there's another watch and win. It's number 6 coming up in 3, 2, 1 now. Yeah, Ihan timing. So, this is the code you post into the link that is below the Twitch stream in the info panel. We look forward to seeing you after this quick break for more lower bracket action at the Zotac Cup remastered. I wouldn't even say this is the Masters tournament. This is the International Funzy tournament. It's going to be awesome. We'll see you soon.